Island Auto Insurance. When drivers get auto insurance quotes, they often do not understand what they are reading. This is because they do not have a basic knowledge of the coverage that is considered required or optional by their home state. Drivers in Rhode Island should have knowledge of the Rhode Island Auto Insurance specifics before they bind a policy. InsuranceOnTheWeb.com provides a quick reference guide on this webpage to make it easy to reference when you need to. As with most states, some form of coverage must be held by drivers within Rhode Island. The minimums for state-mandated coverage are $25,000 for liability property damage per occurrence and liability bodily injury coverage of $25,000 per person and $50,000 per accident occurrence. Underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage may not be required, but it is always a good coverage to have. Consider minimum levels of $25,000 per person and $50,000 per accident if your budget allows. Rhode Island is considered a tort state, so a driver at fault in an auto accident is required to pay the medical expenses incurred by the victim. Victims may legally pursue compensation for additional expenses, such as for pain and suffering, as well as for lost wages. Therefore, it is important that the insured have an adequate amount of coverage. With InsuranceOnTheWeb.com you can start with minimal coverage, and if your budget allows, go ahead and add additional coverage to compare rates. There are also some laws that are not specific to automotive insurance, but could affect Rhode Island auto insurance rates. These included DUI laws, which specify that a blood alcohol content of 0.08% is considered legally intoxicated. Individuals who have a blood alcohol content of 0.15% or higher are subject to enhanced sentencing under state DUI laws. In addition, the state has passed a law regarding usage of cell phones and texting. Text-based communications are prohibited during operation of a motor vehicle. There is currently no ban on the use of handheld phones while driving, aside from for young drivers and those who operate school buses. Knowing these laws, as well as those regarding the auto coverage, helps drivers understand what makes up their Rhode Island auto insurance policies. Go ahead and request your free Rhode Island auto insurance quote online with InsuranceOnTheWeb.com.